All right, good morning, cyber traders. Welcome back for the 9 a.m. morning meeting. Happy Thursday, everyone. Good to see you, Susie, Lawrence, Brad, Michael, everyone on social media. Hopefully, everyone is getting a little excited for the weekend. But before we do that, let me tell you, we've been having a hell of a week so far. Let me tell you, yesterday, it's kind of weird, but the mornings have been kind of quiet, like right at the beginning. But all of a sudden, these things start picking up. We had GameStop that moved. We had Nvidia. We had VRAX. We had a bunch of stocks. The same stocks that we were trading, like they got quiet and they came back. They started moving again. But yesterday we had a pretty good day. We had a lot of fun yesterday. By the way, did everyone get a chance to watch the podcast I did with TradeStation? We did post up the video, and there's the link right there. Brad, you had a chance to watch it. Good to see you, Andrea. Yeah, good. Everyone saw it. So anyway, it was you know what? We changed things up around here a little bit here at Cyber Trading University. It's just not more just doing webinars, but the podcast's been a lot of fun. I know we have some students here that want to do a couple of podcasts with me. I'm looking forward to interviewing you guys too, because I think we're part of this community. Everyone should kind of we all should be helping everyone. I mean, that's where it comes down, because just too many people lose money in trading, just way too much. And I hate to see that happening. And I know I've changed a lot of your lives. And you know what's not better than changing other people's lives? Because you know what I always notice that if you don't help other people, it's very bad in the industry. It just makes us look bad. People always go out there and be like, oh, you lose all your money. And sometimes you gotta, there's three stories: your story, their story, and the truth. And that's really what comes down to it. But anyway, let's talk about what happened yesterday. Then we'll go through the watch list. I know we got this one stock up 76% right now, the FRGT, that's moving up pretty nicely. FRGT, we put it on my level 4. Now I did do. I also did a video on Nvidia. Did everybody see that one too? The short that I did on Nvidia. That one, Rich, post up the link there, and also post it up on social media. That one was awesome. I was showing you how the stock broke. This. Let me just show you it here. Right here, stock had a major iceberg order at 1200, and I showed you not only how it broke out, but I did a second video which I showed you here. Hold on, let me hide this. How we make these Fausto flags. I called it a bull flag, but we really know there's a difference between a bull flag and a Fausto flag. I don't want to throw people off on social media, but definitely watch that video on YouTube. I think you guys will enjoy it. It's also on TikTok and Instagram. But that stock just had an absolute big rally going into it. I know some of us are going to look like, Fausto, I can't afford it. Do you know how many people don't know that there is a ETF of NVDL also? So you could have jumped on that one too, and that one moved pretty well too. That's the link right there. Thanks a lot for sharing that. Let me just post that up there. Good. All right, good, guys. So when we're done with today's morning meeting at 9:15 before the market opens up, go watch the video. But also make sure you like it and friend us. Now, also, I've been a really big fan. A lot of the weight loss drugs are doing pretty well. There's the ETF one that did come out. That one's moving pretty well. I own it down here, right around here, around 24. I own it right here. I bought it the second day. Is it the second day? Yeah, I think I bought it right here when it started coming back around 24.80. Starting to make a pretty big move. I mean, listen, Nuvo is doing great. You could see that one. Eli Lilly's doing, it's going to hit, I don't know, I hope it says 1,000. I mean, I own them all, okay? So anyway, those things been doing pretty well too. So a lot of brand names did move. There were a couple other ones, cheap ones that we did that moved pretty well too yesterday. First of all, we had Stoxel that moved pretty nicely too. That one was pretty good. And NVAX did really well yesterday too. I told you the stock, we were following this for a while. You don't hear too much about it, but they beat earnings, right? Then they signed a huge contract on a huge contract. And just look at the trend of this stock. It's just been just a rocket ship. It's just been an absolute move, a big run up. I still own it. I mean, I bought it. I think I own it around 14. I think I owned it right here because remember, not only do we day trade, we do swing trade here. And it was a really good swing trade. I was watching and the stock's holding pretty good here. It's moving well. It's building a Fausto flag. And we saw the iceberg orders come in. This thing looks pretty good. Now, if you remember, Is it too late to buy NVAX? Listen, yes, it dropped. It looks like a huge run up from here from 4, but let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Yeah, the stock was $300. It looks like, I mean, when you look at this, it looks like it's doing really, really well. I'm a little concerned about these highs right here. And it looks like, did we break it? Yeah, it looks like we broke that. We're probably going to test these highs right here around 31. That looks like where it's the next big resistance levels. Anyway, so that one's going back on the watch list, NVAX. All right. Now, do we put NVIDIA back on the watch list? Well, of course we have to. NVDA, NVDL. Got to remember, I got those two there too. What else that we had that did really well yesterday? ANNX. That one was a nice little inexpensive one. Nice little cheap stock. Went from like 575 to 720. That one did really well. GameStop made a big move yesterday. Oops. GameStop went I went long that stock too. I own that. You know what? I ended up converting that to a swing trade. It was kind of weird what was happening yesterday. We were watching what's this? So something's up with GameStop. You know, when I saw this little Fausto flag right around here around 28, I'm like, nobody's talking about it. It started making some big move. And sure enough, that stock moved pretty well. So some of you got in at 28. You're looking pretty good right now. You could also trade at AMC. AMC obviously trades side by side with that. It looks like that's why we were talking about yesterday. We were talking a little bit about it on the meme stock side of it. That one did pretty well. And PLTR, also another nice little stock. Big support levels right around 21. That one had a really good move too. So there were a whole bunch of stocks that did really well yesterday. But listen, don't worry about it. That's the past. Some of them converted to swing trades. Now let's focus on what's moving today, because every day here at Cyber Trading University, like we always say, is a new adventure, okay? We go fishing every day, every day. Some days we'll hit a pool of tunas. Some days we'll strike out and maybe we'll just get a couple of, junk fish, you know what I mean? Some bluefish or something you're not going to eat. But we always find something. So let's go work where we always work off. Let's work off our big percentage gainers, see what we got going on. We got this one stock right here that's moving up pretty big right now. This stock right here, VRAX. Now, I'm not really completely sold on it because it's up about 148%. We saw what happened yesterday with that stock that was up pretty big. That was up about 700% yesterday. I told you, you don't want to trade stocks like that. This stock right here, just to show you, we've got a big ladder effect that's going on. Look at all these orders that are showing up. 3, 12,000, 13,000, 10,000, 15,000, 13,000. So I'm not really a big fan of that right now. So this stock will go on the B list. All right. VRAX. FRGT, that one right there. Cheap little stock. Starting to be on the trend side, on the low side. It's starting to go down. I mean, it had a big gap up right here around $1.30. It's back down to $1.10. I mean, it's got great volume, 77%. The stock was a $30 stock. We'll put it on a watch list. FRGT. I'm not completely sold on it. I want something with a little bit more of a trend. You know what we're talking about. This one, it's got a nice little trend. This one's pushing up a little bit nicely. This one is something a little bit more of our type of a day trading stock. Let me go check and see what the orders are looking like. Mr. T on YouTube is asking me, so what do you look for a trade? It's called the 3 T's: tradable, trend, and trap. Mr. T, you got the link up there in the top left-hand corner. I expect you to click on that link and come and join the trading room all day long and get that little couple of training videos that we'll give you, and I'll show you exactly what we're talking about. All right? And I will answer that question in great detail. BNG, this one right here. Do I have this on here? BNRG, cheap stock, 30%, 3 million shares. Got good volume, got good trend. Had a big slingshot, came back down to $1.40. That looks pretty volatile for me. BNGRG. Let's go see what the orders look like here. All right. So we got a couple of iceberg orders. Oh, there was a big order that showed up right here. Does everybody see that little red line right there? Was that about 23,000? Got a big order here at 165. Not bad. BNRG. We'll keep an eye on that one. That one's trending up, but I don't like the spread. Ugly spread. Breaks the first T. SATC, not really. NVAX, there's NVAX. Got that one on there. Wow. It's always nice to have a swing trade and you hold as a day trade. Like, you know what? The stock's moving pretty good. Let me do a swing trade. And then all of a sudden you wake up and like, boom, we're up about 30, 40% on that trade. All right. Now, by the way, traders, is it ever too late to buy it? Right? Any stock? No, it's never too late. You know when it's too late? To sell. Lululemon had earnings. Is that what happened with Lululemon? Wow, Lululemon, after taking a big hit from 500, made a big bounce right here. So we're not going to trade Lululemon. We're not going to trade it. We're not trading a $300 stock. All right. Losers, anything on the losers? Any good shorts? 5 below. Wow, that one's taking a hit. That I might consider shorting. 5. That one for 200. Can you believe a stock 5 below? You ever shop in that store? It's nothing over $5. A $200 stock. And then you go to Nordstrom's and stock's trading at what? 20, 30 bucks. You're like, or Macy's. How's these cheap companies that these very inexpensive have such big profit margins? Well, there you go. By the way, I still can't figure out why what's it called? Flinch, whatever that clothing store for kids, how that stock is in the trading in the several hundreds. Whatever that stock symbol is again. Maybe somebody could tell me, remind me which one it was. Abercrombie Finch. There you go. Thanks for the backup. ANF. How's this stock? Like, I don't get it. This one I still can't get. It was a $20 stock last year. How it goes to 180? I can't figure it out. Anyway, let's go check over here on New York Stock Exchange. I didn't see anything that jumped out at me on New York. LPA is moving up pretty nicely. Ugly stock. You could see here. You could see it. Very, very, very volatile stock. LPA, obviously, I mean, there's obviously not that many shares outstanding on that one. We're not going to trade a stock like that, guys. Stay away from that. If you make money on that, you got lucky, but you're playing Russian roulette. So we're staying away from that. So Carvana's pushing up after taking a little bit of a hit. Did Carvana have earnings? No, it's moving up pretty well. We had a good swing trade on that one. It's just a shame we sold it. And you know what? You can't own them all, right? Can't own them all. There's some stocks today that I said, my God, thank God I sold it. So for everyone that we find, we could look and say, you know what? Good thing we got out of that stock, right? There's a lot of them out there. All right, so we got a decent list. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not that many big, inexpensive stocks. So, but remember what happened yesterday. We waited about 10 minutes, and then things started showing up on the big percentage gainers and losers. We kind of found them. So if you're watching on social media, get your phone out, turn your camera on, scan the little QR code on the top left-hand side. I'm going to be doing a live trading event today at 12 o'clock. I'll go over the lists of how we find those stocks. So make sure you give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you friend us. All right. So we'll see you then. Cyber traders, there's the link right there. And by the way, for the next 15 minutes, those are the links right there of the videos I posted yesterday. Watch them, leave a comment. Okay. Share it, because those are really good videos. I really go out of my way to make those videos for you to kind of make you guys better traders every day. So make sure you're following us. So I know some of you are not big on social media, but YouTube, I don't really call that social media as much as like an Instagram or a TikTok, but whatever your preference is, just make sure you subscribe to them. You got the interview there with TradeStation with Jesus Nava. I think you guys are going to love him. He's been there since the place has been around. Great little interview. I think you're going to enjoy, learn a little bit more about that product too. All right, guys. Good luck, everyone. We'll be back in 15 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Go turn on to those videos. Everyone else, I'll see you back here at 12 o'clock. Trade safe, everyone.